Hello, welcome, Slightly Mad here. This is another one of my no-nonsense guides. This guide is simply for brand new spawns. Nobody with any experience should be watching this guide. It is simply to show you how to survive, how to live longer than 10 minutes, and find your first location to the base and what you should do. Alright, your next bit's religion. What these do is they give you special things you can craft just specifically for that religion. Yogg, for instance, gives you a cleaver type of weapon early on. Set gives you a sacrificial dagger, but it also gives you a potion for poison resistance. One of these two will give you anti-corruption. I don't know which one it is yet. Apologies for that. Alright, my computer's a bit of a potato compared to most people's. I've got a 770, a GeForce 770, and I've got 8GB of RAM and I've got 4GHz processor, but I'm running this at about 45 frames per second. I have slotted it down to medium because it did try and load in an ultra. Alright, you're spawned by this dead guy here. Do not forget to pick up this water pouch, you're going to need that. Simply, if you want to listen to the story, you click E on that. You also read the little book down there, but then you just follow the path. As you're following the path, you press E and then you grab plant fibre and stones on the floor. When it says gain a level, okay, I'll talk you through the vitals quickly. Okay, strength here is how hard you hit in melee. Agility is the ability to move while wearing different armour. Vitality, that gives you a bigger health pool. That's helpful. Accuracy is more damage for Wayne's weapons. A little bit of a misconception of this is people seem to think it makes you fire better or further. It doesn't. You're using the primitive bow, it's still crap, but apparently it gives you more damage. Grit is a really important one because that stamina, that allows you to run away from people and it allows you to hit more. Not more powerful, but just hit more times. Encumbrance is very important early on if you like to carry a lot of loot on you because you won't have a base at first, so encumbrance is a very good one to have early on. I always put my points in survival. This is so I don't starve early on. It makes those little maggots or whatever bugs you pick out of the bushes better for you, and it makes them last longer. So what I've done is I've done an even spread here. This is to help me run away from people here. That's to allow me carry more, and that's to survive a little bit longer. When you first go into your learn recipes, you either want to pick the advanced survivalist for a campfire, apprentice craftsman. That gives you your bedroll and your basic tools. I always go for the craftsman early on. So you unlock that. Oh, let's talk about the icons at the top of the screen. Top left from left to right. Okay, heart, that's your health. The one next to it is your stamina, which looks like a battery. Next to that is your water. If you notice, this sealed water skin, you use that. Notice how the water's gone up now? There you go. Next to it is your food. So I'm running down the road like an absolute maniac. This is just the starter area, don't worry about it. You have a map if you press M, but as you can see you're not being shown yet because you're not on the map yet. Don't worry. These are branches, you want to pick those up because you need them for making tools. So bushes, rocks, ignore that, it's just a bit of the storyline. It's not going to kill you. If you see a handful of insects here, you eat those. And as you can see, my health goes up my food goes up very slightly. Alright, but if you have more survival, it actually goes up better, if that makes sense. So 2 points in survival, you ain't going to starve. So onward and upward, as they say, and as you can see in the distance, you can see some palm trees. That is the map. That's where you want to head to. Follow this, not yellow brick road, more like brown brick road, but there's a bit another song in there somewhere, or some other dodgy saying, but let's forget about that. So we followed said brown brick road, and this is the game area now. There's a little bit of lag as you come in, it's just all loading in. Alright, so keep grabbing loads of plant fibre, you need that. Absolutely spank the plant fibre, just keep grabbing it. You now want to make a pickaxe, that's the first thing you want to make, and then your pickaxe will give you your stone needed for your next tool. You can grab it off the floor, but this is just a quicker way of doing it. Okay, so find rock, hit rock, no brainer. There we go, we're getting the stone. Get 20, yep, next tool. Okay, hatchet. Just need branches for that. So let's go find those branches and pick them up. I'm just going back this way. You get branches off trees, but you need the tool to hit the trees first. So we're just going to grab these ones off the floor here. I've gone back into the starter zone just to grab these branches. There you go, I've got enough. Making the hatchet. Okay, we've now got the 2 basic tools we need. As you notice, you hit a tree's going to give you wood, and it's going to give you branches every so often. But it's not a high drop rate, so concentrate on picking up the branches on the side of the shore. Okay, as you notice, your food meter's going down. You can either look for grubs on the floor. What I tend to do is go to these little nests here, pick the eggs. You can eat those eggs raw. And they keep forever. You know, they don't ever go mouldy, so it's a good idea to hunt those out. Now, like I said, it depends on your play style. Do you want to be in someone's face and smashing them really hard? Put your points in strength. If you want to be like me and be more of a skirmisher, I'd suggest getting them in grit. Next you want to learn is a mercenary, and that unlocks your stone sword. Okay, if you see that guy over there sitting by those large fires, they are not players, they're NPCs. They will fight you. They're very aggressive. Those are the guys you need to thrall club later on. You bash them on the head, take them back to your camp. You know, you knock them out, you don't kill them. But for XP, kill the guys. Okay, as you noticed, let's put a pointer on the map now. This is where I'm in the world, on M. If you want to get a drink, you simply press E when you're looking at the water. When you want to construct a base, you want to unlock the Apprentice Stonemason. That's how you start building your base. As you can see, the recipes appear in the inventory screen, which is I. You want to probably concentrate on building some clothes now, because it's not cool to have your bits hanging out for everyone to see. Okay, another question people struggle with is how do I shoot? Basically, you put your hunting bow in the inventory and you drag the arrows like so onto it. It makes a pinging noise. That means it's now primed, ready to shoot. And you literally press the left mouse button, hold it down, release the fire. Job done. So I've made a basic house. This is the campfire here. People struggle with this as well. You simply load the wood in, and let's say, for instance, that's normal meat. You put the wood on there like so, and then you click the on button off to turn off. Also, don't forget, if you have a bedroll, press E to update the spawn point. That means that's where you're going to spawn when you die. It's only got one use, so when you die, make sure you've got materials in your base, in your wooden box, to make another one. This is your storage device here, and this is your basic door and walls, which can't be destroyed with primitive weapons. You need metal weapons for it, so it's good to have this as a starter base for storage. So what do? You simply harvest animals, you kill things, you kill NPCs to level up. I find crocodiles are pretty good because you kill those things and they give you thick hide, and they give you a fair bit of XP as well, and also food. Don't know where all this random lag is though. It's been a little bit unstable since the last patch. Top tip, just found out, if you turn off the anti-analyzing, the turn lag goes. Turn off anti-analyzing, people. So what should you do next? You should basically look for a really decent location for your base. Maybe high up, maybe in a small crevice, maybe out of view, and then just farm stone. Farm stone, farm stone. This is a little bit of an idea for you. I found this crevice here, and I managed to use the walls to my advantage, you know, to make this little hidey hole in between a gully. It's a good place for a base. Let's get creative, people. And your next question, yes, there are sleepers in the game on vanilla servers. You can on the modded servers have no sleepers, but they generally specify whether they have or haven't got it in the title of the game, so always log off in your base. Okay, to repair stuff, simply make sure you've got the correct stuff in the inventory, click on it, you don't even need to unequip it, and just repair like this. Alright, just repair and then you can carry on farming. I didn't mention earlier here, up there, that's how encumbered you are. Alright, and another top tip, if you're full of stone and wood, simply start crafting things, because the crafted items like wall pieces weigh less than the actual raw materials. Bit bent, I know, but it works. And that's the end of the basic guide. Like I said, it's for new players. It's a no-nonsense guide. If you want guides on specific things, let me know. I'll do a more advanced one as the game progresses. Thank you for watching.